Hey guys, it's Nekromus here. Recently I made discussion videos for two of the Kombat Pack cameos, Farah and Movado, going over possibilities for their cameo appearance in Mortal Kombat 1, as well as my thoughts on them. I'll be doing the same today with the last cameo in the pack, since Tremor and Chameleon are already available. Janet Cage. Yep, that's right, Janet, not Johnny. Who is Janet Cage, you might wonder? Well, she has a blink and you miss it appearance in the story mode, towards the end when all the multiverse shenanigans ensue. There is a possibility to fight her, but since the fights are randomized, it's not always guaranteed. It's exactly what it sounds like, a gender-swapped Johnny Cage. She's just from a different timeline. We really don't see much of her, but it's safe to assume she has all the same capabilities as Johnny. I'm all for wacky stuff like this, but the confusing part about it all is that Janet replaced Johnny from the initial announcement. When the Kombat Pack cameos were revealed, there was no mention of Janet Cage, only Johnny. And up until a few weeks ago, it was still listed as so. But recently, it's been updated on all digital storefronts to now say Janet Cage, seemingly confirming that she'll be the cameo instead of him. Now, in my mind, it's still possible that there'll be a classic Johnny Cage variant available for her. If not immediately, I can definitely see NetherRealm Studios adding it in the future, like how they added Kameo Jax's Mortal Kombat 3 costume post-launch. I kinda hope so, gives fans the best of both worlds that way. The main question I have is, why? What made NRS change their minds on this? Was it just to change things up so they wouldn't be as predictable? Or to prove they're willing to add some of the crazy characters from the end of the game? Who knows? It really hasn't been officially addressed at the time of this video. It just seems kinda like an odd thing to do months after the initial announcement. I'm most interested to see if she'll be like a classic version of Johnny, since Kameo Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and Kung Lao, the only characters to be on both playable and cameo rosters, are their classic iterations from the very first Mortal Kombat game. It would feel a little weird since, Johnny wasn't a woman in the first game. That's why I think if NRS takes this route, it's a good idea to have a Johnny Cage variant as well. It's also possible that she'll just be her own unique character, with some different moves and maybe even a unique fatality. I just hope the cameo version has the iconic green energy balls and green aura when using attacks like the Shadow Kick or Nut Punch. I don't mind Johnny not having his green energy in this timeline, but since it's a cameo and a different timeline version of the character, it would be cool to see. I mean, it is kinda Johnny's signature thing. It'd be like taking away Scorpion's kunai. My guess is Janet is going to be the last cameo released, as there's far more files in the game currently suggesting Farah and Movado are ready to be released, most likely alongside Peacemaker and Ermac. Janet could possibly release with either Homelander or Takeda sometime in or after spring 2024. I can see either or happening, but I'm pretty sure it'll still be a while before we see Janet in-game. What are your thoughts? Would you have preferred Johnny as a cameo, or are you glad it's Janet instead? Let me know. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, this has been Nekromus. See you later.